Happy Diwali to you and your family. This video is about the summaries of both the dicing and the sequel to the dicing. Duryodhana persuades Dhritarashtra to offer the useless Pandava forest to the Pandavas. Arjuna and Krishna clear the jungle, and with the help of an asur, Maya, they build a majestic assembly hall and the city of Indraprasthra. The Pandavas invite many guests to the royal consecration. The marvel of the building amazes Duryodhana. He sees a lotus pond in the middle of the hall. It seems full of water, but it is a crystal slab. Duryodhana is confused and raises his clothes. Bhim laughs at him, and Duryodhana soon realizes it is not water. He again sees a similar pond and pays no heed to it. He walks on it and falls into the pond. Arjuna, Krishna, Draupadi and other women laugh loudly at him. Duryodhana feels humiliated again. He feels offended when the servants give him clothes at the behest of Yudhisthira. He also hits his forehead at a door that appears to be open. Nakul and Sahadev chuckle from a distance. Sahadev mildly smiles and shows Duryodhana the door. Duryodhana returns home. He is distressed and silent. Therefore, his maternal uncle Shakuni asks him the reason. Duryodhana reveals that he is jealous of the wealth of the Pandavas. Duryodhana resents them for humiliating him, and he cannot bear the embarrassment. He wants to possess their wealth. Shakuni reminds him that the Pandavas are invincible in war. However, there's one way to snatch their wealth, and that is the game of dice. Shakuni knows Yudhisthira is a novice player, whereas he is a master of dicing. Therefore, Shakuni asks Duryodhana to conduct a game of dice in their palace. To make it happen, they need the approval of King Dhritarashtra. At first, Dhritarashtra rejects the idea because Vidura does not accept it. The king tells his son to be happy with his frivolous lifestyle. In response, Duryodhana says that he feels jealous of the wealth of the Pandavas. He narrates to his father the incident of his humiliation and expresses his contempt for the Pandavas. Dhritarashtra asks Duryodhana why he hates Yudhisthira. Duryodhana answers that because their ways are similar, he cannot let Yudhisthira enjoy prosperity. Therefore, he begs his father to approve the game so that Shakuni can acquire their wealth. He pressurizes his father, and the king reluctantly agrees. The king soon orders his servants to build an enormous hall. Dhritarashtra also calls Vidura to invite Yudhisthira to see it and play a family dicing game. Vidura forbids the king's proposal because he foresees that this would lead to destruction, but the king does not listen. Vidura invites Yudhisthira, and Yudhisthira agrees because it is the king's order. Yudhisthira with his brothers visits Hastinapura, and the Kauravas welcome them. The next day, the game starts. Shakuni provokes Yudhisthira to play. Bhishma, Drona, Kripa, Vidura and others enter the hall. Yudhisthira stakes 100,000 gold pieces and loses. After that, he bets his chariot, 1,000 elephants, 100,000 slave girls, 100,000 male slaves, 100,000 chariots, Gandharva horses, his army and his treasury. Vidura tries to stop them during the game, but to no avail. Yudhisthira loses his people's property, his brothers and even himself. At last, Shakuni suggests that he should stake his wife, Draupadi. Everyone in the assembly is shocked. Despite losing one after another, he takes a risk and loses her too in the game. To know what happens next, watch the following video.